May I have your attention, please?
Today, we're filming at Havana House, which is where we normally film. We like to give you guys a nice look on the inside. This is where we get down.
Now, I'm gonna take you inside to our lair where we come to unwind, and this is the behind the scenes stuff. We have Mr. Dave, our best guy here, takes care of us. Then we're going into the humidor where we get our cigars.
Follow me. And as you can tell, you're listening to some cool jazzy music. We have an assortment or an array of cigars, to your more expensive to your lesser expensive cigars. We really enjoy our time here. Thank Mr. Dave, Mr. Antoon, and all the guys. Sticks and picks.
Now, we're going to go into the area where we get our accessories at, man. Where we get our stuff to cut our stuff down. Right here is our ashtrays where we flick our ashes. Sorry. These are our lighters right here. Our cutters where we cut our cigars right up here. These are our storage cases where we keep our cigars at as well. Now follow me into the lounge. Now this is where we finally come after we got all of our accessories, our cigars, and we unwind. We watch TV, we watch sports. This is where we lounge at. These are the more comfortable chairs right here. This is the platinum edition area over here. We have the comfortable lounge chairs. You see the fellas having a good time, TVs and everything. Now, this is our ambiance. This is where we come to unwind, talk about sports, and we get away from our nagging wives. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what we do. So, come with us, join us. Another episode of Sticks and Peaks.
My nigga got on. My nigga got all white, no socks.
Sticks and
My
picks.
nigga got that cocaine on today.
Sticks and
That's
picks.
how you feel.
Welcome. We're Sticks and Picks. I got Jamal and Marcus, and I'm Jeff. Hope you guys have a happy Easter today, which I know is a special Sunday. Let's talk about some some current events outside of sports. What do you guys want to do first?
Austin Bomber, man.
Austin Bomber. What do you think?
Kind of reminded me of what happened in D.C. back in the early 2000s with the sniper, man.
Yes.
He had this city on lockdown. Everyone was scared to go places and just kind of on high alert, man. That was a pretty wicked situation.
So, would you consider this, the big question, I guess, for us, is I'm not saying it terrorized us. It kept us on edge.
Yes, it did.
But would you call this domestic terrorism?
Yes,
That's the big question for both of you.
I would. Wouldn't you?
Well, I want to hear Jamal's first.
Oh, okay.
I'll just call it a senseless act, man. I just believe that the young man was probably looking for something to do, trying to find something to do, trying to get his feelings out, his emotions out, and he chose the wrong way to do it.
Okay.
So I really don't think it was anything like terroristic about it. It's just he was just doing something ignorant.
You know, I have to give out credit to the FBI and the local police. Man, I'm impressed at how they tracked him down.
Yeah.
In this day and age, it's easy. It's hard to stay away from them, and that's a good thing.
Yes.
So thank you out there, law enforcement, for what you did to keep us safe here in Austin. Let's switch gears.
Hold on.
Oh, you want to say more? Okay, go ahead.
Quick. Last night, one of the victims' father was here at the cigar lounge last night, so I got a chance to send my condolences, talk with them. I even played them some music just to lighten the mood because they had the funeral yesterday for the young man, the 17-year-old young man, which his father was here last night. So I want to send out continued condolences to the young man's father and his family as they recover from this senseless act.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
Can't either.
All right, let's change gears to our president. Stormy Daniels gave an interview, the adult star, porn star, however you want to call her. She gave an interview last week on 60 Minutes. Did anybody watch it?
No, I didn't.
I touched it a little bit.
I watched the entire thing.
I didn't watch
Did you,
the whole thing.
What was your take?
Wait, I got to tell you this. My kids came in the room. They're like, "Daddy, what are you watching?" And I'm like, "I can't tell him that this is a guy who had an alleged affair with or a sexual encounter with our president back when his kid was being born, his 10-year-old." So I told him to go in the other room and play some basketball while I watched it. But I did watch the whole thing, and it's hard. It's like a he said, she said thing. It's tough, but there's so many allegations against our president.
Is this fake news?
I don't know. Everything's fake news. It's like a chaos.
Hey, is this fake news, man?
But here's the question. You guys were alive when Bill Clinton did his thing, right?
Yeah,
I wasn't.
I was.
Shut the hell up, man.
I was.
Okay, so did you forgive Clinton? Were you okay with Clinton's infidelity?
Yeah, I forgave him. I mean, shoot, who doesn't do that? I mean, that has that amount of power.
I thank you, man. I
He's
don't.
married. You gotta
That's
give him
correct.
that.
I don't.
I didn't say. I said that has that amount of
Oh,
power.
okay,
I have that
okay.
type of
I didn't
power.
say anything
Obama didn't
about
do
marriage.
it.
Did I
Obama
say
didn't
anything
do it.
about marriage? I said power.
I understand.
Okay, so I'm okay with it. My opinion, obviously, it's not fact. It's not fake news.
Okay.
I was okay with Bill Clinton. You be president for me. Your morals are in the gutter. I get it, and that was just a BJ. President Trump seems like he's had a lot more sexual intercourse with these
What?
Playboy bunnies, and again, every guy's like high five president. But no, it's just the lying, I think, that makes me mad. It's the constant lying and creating chaos or tweeting out inappropriate things. That is what gets me the most with our president now.
So it has nothing to do with the fact that he slept with this porno star. It's just that he's tweeting out and
Saying he didn't do it.
like, God damn it, who put that on?
I think, I mean, yes, two parts of it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not mad that he's doing that, but it's not my business. He could do what he wants. That's his personal life, but he's the president.
Yes.
He's an example. He's supposed to be moral. He's supposed to be honest with the American people, and it seems like he's not in this situation.
Well, no, what it is that it's an image. When you're a president, you have a certain image, and you have to uphold that image. They forget that you're human. Anytime you're a star or anything in another, and you're in front of the camera, like one day we're going to be like that. They're not going to allow us to be, have a life, be human. So, it's just the way it is when you become a president, man.
You guys can give us your thoughts, obviously in the comments. Hopefully you're liking these and subscribing. We appreciate you guys out there. Let's just move on because we got a lot to cover. We got the Final Four to get into, but a quick one. NFL bans lowering your head to initiate contact. Thoughts?
They're gonna have to reconstruct the whole playbook, obviously, because
Airbags?
I mean,
Airbags
yes,
in everybody.
you might as well put airbags in the helmets
man, this is ridiculous.
on the field, so before they contact one another, boom, like
Airbag pops
But
up.
I understand why they're doing it, man, because of the CTE and all that
So
comes
did
with to it.
So did it take them 40 years or 60 years to recognize that there were problems with people running?
It's gladiators.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
our modern day gladiators.
that's-
We want them to crunch each other in
That's
front
what
of
we
us.
did.
But it's been more of these deaths as a result of constant head trauma coming out more so. They've been coming out, but they're being more publicized.
So
now.
what is their rule on the banning on the lowering the head? If I come into you and I go, I'm going into you like this.
You 15,
Do I get a flag
15
automatically?
Yeah,
for a
that's basically
tackle?
that's
15 yards,
Yeah,
automatic.
Damn, Jerry Jones, why you got to do this?
15 yards.
because he runs the NFL. You might as well say. He does.
All right, so thoughts again. You guys could chime in on that. We have no answers. We're just trying to shoot the ship out here. Let's change gears to let's talk about LeVar Ball before we get into the tournament.
I like what he's doing.
Okay, so what's he doing? Explain it to everybody what he's
He's
doing.
basically starting the Junior Basketball Association, giving kids opportunity to shine.
Okay, so what is it? They come out of high school and they play?
Yeah. They basically play. They don't have to necessarily go to college. They could go straight to his league and start making money. And they have to wear a baller brand.
So 1 year, right? One
Yeah.
minimum year. What, Pete?
One player's doing it. He bypassed Syracuse and he's going to.
Right, but isn't college going to hurt? Isn't college basketball going to hurt as a result?
I
of this
mean,
league?
you know he's going to get some flack. First, being an African American man doing this, and then secondly, it's hurting the pockets of NCAA
Yes.
because when March Madness comes around, you want to have a Cinderella story like Loyola Chicago.
Okay.
You want to have Kansas's, your Michigans, your Michigan States. Well, I keep naming Michigan.
Where's that?
Bias alert.
But you see what I'm saying? He's gonna get flack about it. Trust me.
Okay.
Because at the start, going to the way where it starts becoming more prosperous and it starts generating income and a big buzz, the NCAA is going to get involved in it.
Your thoughts? Good or bad? Just go.
It's good. I think it's a good situation. I think it gives young cats an opportunity to take care of their families sooner than later on.
And instead of going to school, they take a year. You know, here's the thing that could work. They play for only 1 year, and if they doesn't work, they don't get NBA. They go to college.
Yeah, and that's
that
a
could
good
be
thing.
that could be a good thing as well for both. We'll see what happens. But LeVar, kind of a positive thing. It changes my impression of you as a man.
Big ups.
We'd love to have you on the show so you can retaliate. But I'm sure we're too small for you right now. But hopefully one day we get LeVar on.
LeVar, come on, man. You know
Come
what I
on,
mean?
man. Give us a
Come on.
Come on,
man.
LeVar.
I can't do it. He can do it.
Come on, LeVar.
Let's keep it in basketball. NBA MVP race.
But it's a bias alert flat. LeBron has
Is
been
Kobe still
playing phenomenal for the last 2 weeks. He has been on a tear. LeBron
James Harden.
James. The last 2 weeks, the MVP of the league has been LeBron James.
Okay, that's just the 2 weeks though.
That's so true.
He's been
guys
consistent.
are
Hold
talking
on.
the whole 6
He
months
has
of-
been consistent the whole year.
Okay.
But he has been really just acting a plum donkey fool right now. He's breaking records in this 2 week span. I mean, his team is winning.
867 straight games with 10.
With 10 points,
or
you
more.
know,
Yes.
10 or more.
Wow.
I mean,
That's like a
LeBron
boy
is
Pete.
he's just acting a fool, man, and they need to give it to. I know Harden, if you don't get it, which I think he will, but it's going to be very close. I think that LeBron, they should have a co-MVP. I really do.
Okay.
I think they should have a co-MVP.
All right. I'm just going
And
to
they
say.
talked about that.
I'm just going to say James Harden. There's no way you're beating out on that guy. Look what he's done with Houston, and he's averaging 30 points a game.
Yes.
LeBron's about 27-ish, and I'm not trying to say LeBron's not. He's an amazing, probably. Him and Jordan, to me, now are the top 2 basketball players of all time. I would change my whole list at this point. The
You
guys
have
impressed me. 6 or 7 straight NBA Finals.
Yes.
I know you don't give an MVP for the season based on what he's done in the past. I just don't think his team has done as well, and I always like to give it to the guy who helps his team the most.
But
And
the
Harden
team, what really shows your MVP caliber is when the playoffs start. And
That's what
we
they
all
choose
know
by,
that
don't they?
James Harden chokes in the playoffs.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see. Right, we'll
Who do you
see.
got? Who do you got?
But
Harden.
I
or-
do like him.
I say LeBron, honestly.
Okay, so
You have
2-1
give it to
LeBron. There you go. Cleveland Cavs fans, you guys are lucky for that sense. Let's switch a quick gear and go to NFL. We forgot to talk about Des Bryant,
Des Bryant.
your boy.
Oh my God.
Cowboy fans, Cowboy
I'm a
fans.
big Cowboys
bias
fan,
alert,
but
bias
no,
alert.
no. Des Bryant, he's causing the rookie too much grief. He rattles the rookie. It's just like Kobe Bryant, the way he did Dwight Howard. He punks Dak Prescott. We need to get rid of Dak. I mean, we need to get rid of Des.
What?
Let him go.
Before his
Did
contract's
you
up?
say?
Yes.
Did I
There
hear
you
what
go.
he just said?
Wow.
You said that Dez should leave?
Wait. If you're going to complain that you're not being thrown to, once you're thrown to, catch the goddamn ball, man. Just catch it. He dropped 4 or 5 passes after he had a fit on the sidelines.
And what's he
Right
making
after.
a year?
He's making too much money.
Yeah.
Let him go.
I could get out there and drop that many balls. I
Let
won't
him
be as
go.
fast.
man.
I mean,
He's a distraction.
I concur with my brother. Dez needs to go.
He
He's
does.
the reason why that offense is stagnant.
Yes.
I think the NFL needs to take away
He
the
needs to
Cowboy
leave.
franchise altogether.
Yeah, as well. I'm with you. I
Hold up,
co-sign
man.
that. I co-sign that.
No.
They suck.
That's just like taking away the evil empire.
Flat, I
Man,
said it.
Life isn't fun without the evil empire. You have
All
to
right,
have that evil
there's
empire.
our Des Bryant one. Let's talk. Spring training is over. Baseball season started. That's my sport. And right now we have odds to win the World Series. Houston, Dodgers, Yankees, Cubs, Indians, top 5. Now you can pick your Detroit Tigers because you're wearing a hat.
No,
they're
but
like
they're
the last.
not- they're
They're
not
not even
gonna-
on the list I
they're
have in
not
front of
gonna-
us.
Houston Astros, people. Houston Astros.
Okay.
I think I think if out of all those, I think I go with the Yankees. I like the way the new look Yankees look.
Yeah, they need pitching though. I mean, I'm going to say
They
it's
don't
not
worry
Dodgers
about
Astros
pitching
in the
them.
finals. I'm going to say Dodgers figured it out. They got to pick up another pitcher because
Yes.
they lost you Darvish, who I didn't really love. But I mean, whatever the case is, I think those two teams are stacked to get back to the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Yankees, if they can get pitching, can get there. Cubs are going to be a silent threat because no longer are they the favorite. And they actually got you Darvish, and he can
Right.
figure it out.
They're
He
gonna
could
be a silent.
He could shove it, but I don't think anyone else. Maybe the Red Sox on the out. I don't think anyone else has a really big chance. And Giants, I hate you.
Oh, wow.
I hate the San Francisco Giants. They beat us
Right.
2 out of 3
You
so
all
far.
right?
I need a tissue because I'm gonna cry.
Man.
NHL. If we have any NHL fans out there, playoffs are going to start in the second. Right now, Nashville Predators, Tampa Bay, the Vegas Golden Knights, brand new team this year. The Bruins and the Penguins are the top 5. My Kings are down to like 10 or 11. I don't know if you guys even watch hockey.
Yeah, I mean, my Red Wings right now are just,
They're
we
not
just
on
coasting
again.
right now, man. We used to winning these Stanley Cups, man.
Yeah, but
We're going to give it to somebody else.
Okay, we're waiting until we get
You
to
know?
the final game for NCAA for you. 'Cause then you get to tout Michigan. Because right now Detroit doesn't look good professionally.
Wow.
It's okay. We'll get back. You get a
Wow,
chance
you're
to
just going to say
shove
that
it.
loud in front of the public?
Of course
I
you
got to
do.
do that.
Of
Come
course
on.
you do. That's what this is about.
Hey, all right.
Anything on the NHL?
All right.
Not at all.
Okay, outside of my Kings winning, as long as the Sharks don't win, I'm happy. So I'm rooting for any of those top 3 teams to win in the NHL. But they have like 3 months of playoffs because it's 4 7-game series. You got to win 16 times, which is bigger than any other sport. NBA, really quick. Here's the future odds to win the title in the NBA. Golden State, number 1. Houston Rockets, which surprises me, number 2. Cleveland, Toronto, and Boston is the top 5.
I think that Houston is going to beat Golden State in the Western Conference Finals. I've
That
been
would be
saying that
awesome.
all.
That
I've
would
been
be
saying that
awesome.
all year. They've been having a lot
should
of.
go.
Man, that would be awesome.
They've been talking
should
about
film.
Kevin Durant.
That would be awesome.
They've been talking about Kevin Durant. Then his emotions are getting like the best of him. He's been getting ejected. They're going to miss Steph Curry for the whole first round. They need to get him back. If they don't get him back, I mean,
They could still win without Steph.
but hey, hold on, don't say that. Timberwolves look nice.
Timberwolves are not even on here, are they?
Timberwolves, no, that's you talking about the odds. We talking about the playoff picture.
Okay, I know. This is just telling the top odds. At the Eastern Conference, they got Cavs 3rd. I don't know if they have that shot. I still think it's Toronto and Boston that are the
I
top.
think Boston will. I think they'll come back and.
When
take it
you
over.
have LeBron in the playoffs,
Are you
you're
from
going to
Cleveland?
win.
Are you born in Cleveland?
I'm just saying, I'm talking about the best player that's living right now.
Can we get a jock strap to hit the hand that says LeBron on it right now?
I mean,
He loves
this is
it.
and
true.
weird around his neck. man.
All you got to do is,
This is trophy
he's winning 7 straight finals. Who's going to beat him?
in 7 straight finals.
He's went to 7
Oh, they
straight
said he
finals.
won. Okay, my bad.
I think we'll see Houston and Boston in the finals.
All right.
I doubt that. But
That's just
go
my-
ahead.
that's my-
I'll take the Rockets and the Cavs in the finals.
That's where I'm at. Rockets
That-
and the Cavs. That's
And
where
you know
I'm
what would be
going.
really fun? Let's be honest. It's in our backyard. It's only 2 hours away.
Yes.
We can actually
We
go.
could film out front
That'd
and
be
beg
sure.
for tickets.
There you go. Why not?
$200 a
just-
pop.
let's-
We could all split, and one of us go in, then you come out, and then you see a quarter.
Right.
Let's do it.
We all split the quarter. That'd be the funniest thing in the world. All right, let's go to our boxing. Here's our 2 experts on boxing. Did you watch Canelo Triple G?
No, the fight hasn't happened yet. But I
Okay.
did see Anthony Joshua last night, man. What did you think about that?
It was trash.
I agree.
It was a trash fight. They gave it to Anthony Joshua. They wasn't even punching. I mean, you had some good little hits here and there, but overall, it was a money fight just to get some money, to get some publicity, because Anthony Joshua is ducking Wilder. I said it here.
I don't think it's a matter of him ducking Wilder. I think that he's trying to build the fight up. I really think he's trying
Well,
to
that
build
was
the
a
fight
horrible
up.
fight to
Well,
build up,
He
though.
has 2 belts right now.
Yeah, he just unified.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has 1 more to get, and that will be from Deontay Wilder. Once those 2 fight, I think it's going to be very interesting. Last night, Anthony Joshua, I saw holes in his defense. I saw holes in his
Yeah.
approach to the
Harper
fight
did get
altogether,
in there. Yeah.
and he was somewhat laxed. I mean, he wasn't as aggressive as I thought he would be. The way he fought Klitschko was awesome, but last night's fight, to me, was subpar. But he did get the win, and he does have a major draw over in England. If they do fight, I would suggest they fight in England. Last night was over 78,000 people watching a boxing match.
In an arena or a stadium?
Yes, stadium. It
Yeah.
wasn't an arena. It was a
It
stadium.
must be like binoculars.
Yes,
So
it
far
was
away.
Yeah,
bonkers.
so they're going to go with the money. So
Yes.
Wilder, he's going to have to go over there and fight.
What was the purse for that fight?
I'm not exactly sure. They didn't really discuss that. 2 gentlemen were fighting last night is the way they hyped the fight up.
Right,
but
right.
but I think that with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder getting into the mix, I think they're bringing an excitement back to the heavyweight division.
They are.
It's going to be very, very
They
cool once they fight. Hopefully it'll be within the next year or so. Canelo.
I'm going with
Triple
Triple
G.
G.
When is
man.
the game? I mean, sorry.
It was
when is
supposed
when
to
is the
be
fight?
In May. May
But-
5 de Mayo.
But what happened? Tainted
Canelo,
meat.
once
Tainted
again,
meat,
tainted,
man.
tainted meat. Canelo
Steroid.
keeps getting tested positive for drugs, man, and enhancement drugs, you know? So I think listen, if you have a guy, you give him your best shot, and he keeps coming forward,
He know. Yes.
you gonna be scared.
He had to do something to have an edge. He felt Triple G.
Triple G kept coming. Triple G, I'll say it here, folks, was robbed.
Yes, he was.
He was robbed. He won that fight.
So maybe we can try to get like future big fights. Maybe we can have all watch. Is it pay-per-view, the Triple G Canelo fight?
Yeah, you know it is.
Pay-per-view, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Pay-per-view.
We're looking for sponsors for that for us. But we'll watch these things, and maybe we can give you a play-by-play, blow-by-blow
Yes.
account. I'll be eating Doritos or something while these guys are watching. So anything else on boxing? Any new
Keep
news?
looking. I think it's on its way up. It's coming back. Boxing is on its way
Yeah,
back.
it's on its way, man. It's just, people got to get more, quit doing all that ducking in the ring and get to the fight.
All right. All right, let's get to the topic on hand. The NCAA men's basketball tournament, March Madness. Well, we had our Final Four yesterday, Loyola Chicago and Michigan. Michigan was favored by 5 and won by
12.
okay, and Villanova and Kansas, both number 1 seeds in their brackets. Villanova was favored by 5,
Blowout.
and they blew Kansas out. I mean,
Trash. Get that
look
trash
at the
out
JV
here.
team out there. At least in the highlights that I saw, because I was in New Orleans last night. And
Hanging
sorry.
out. Kicking.
Tell me your thoughts on these two games.
Let me start off.
Well, you want to do Villanova, Kansas first, or do you want to?
No, I don't want to do none of them. Let's start off with the kings of the tournament. Let's start off with the kings of the tournament.
Who?
Been getting doubted all bracket wise, man. I'm tired of this. Michigan Wolverines. I told you that they was gonna be in the finals. I told you that. On my original bracket, I said Michigan, Michigan State.
Pull up a bracket.
It was my
Pull
original
your bracket up.
No, all you gotta do is pull up film. We were all right there. They said who was gonna be in the final. I said Michigan, Michigan State. I got half of it right.
Yes, you did.
So my Michigan Wolverines withstood the Cinderella team, and I will say, Loyola Chicago, congratulations on your run this year.
They're up by 10.
They were up by 10,
Yes.
and we came back. We withstood that, and we came back with our defense because our defense win championships.
Wait, time out. Isn't San Antonio an hour and a half from Austin?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it
And
is.
shouldn't a big fan like you get to the final game on Monday
I
night?
should. I'm gonna take off work tomorrow. City of Austin, I'm not coming tomorrow.
Don't come.
I'm going.
Don't tell them. Just go.
Yeah, you're
You
sick.
shouldn't even. You should.
It's okay.
All right.
You gotta let them know before anyway.
I know I got a
All
friend
right.
that went to Michigan, and he was at the game yesterday. He was in.
I know he was happy. I know he
very
was
happy.
elated.
What a great congratulations, Michigan.
Yes.
Go blue.
Did you watch?
You did
Do you have
good.
anything? Do you have anything on that game? Did you watch?
Not at all. I was waiting for the fight last night.
You know, I'm going to be honest. Michigan's was the favorite, but they were the 3 seed. You know, and Loyola Chicago was the 11 seed. I'm sorry. I know you're not going to like me, but I was rooting for Loyola Chicago to be the first 11 team to make it to the finals.
Everybody was.
And that's why Michigan was now they're going to be the underdog against Vanderbilt. Villanova,
Well,
sorry.
Really, we were the underdog slightly in that Loyola because on the panel, everybody picked Loyola to beat Michigan except Charles Barkley.
Charles
Barkley was the only one that picked Michigan to win.
Charles, we can get you a seat here on the show.
Please, Chuckster.
Best
Come, man.
6'6" rebounder of all time.
All time.
And you're skinny too, man. So don't let anyone tell you what you are.
Skinny.
Okay?
Skinny. Slim.
Did you watch Villanova, Kansas?
Man, that was like a well-oiled machine.
Did they get slapped?
Kansas looked like JV squad out there.
JV squad.
All I can say is that Villanova, if you allow them to shoot threes,
It's over.
it's over.
Does Michigan have athleticism enough to stop the 3?
Yes. We have better defense than we had in a very, very long time.
Do we know the odds for the game tomorrow?
No, I didn't see the odds, but I don't care. Go blue.
I'm not going to look.
Let's go.
Do you have anybody from Michigan leaving for the draft?
Probably big.
German guy?
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
The boy had a beastly game.
What a
last
second
night.
half he had. It was all highlights for him. I don't even know his name. Some German name though, right? What's his name?
It sounds like it's Wagner, but it's not
Wagner.
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 Big
Wagner.
Wagner.
I don't want to get into more because then we'll start sounding like Hitler.
Big fella, you did a great job, man.
Okay, so let's talk about the best Cinderellas then.
Hold on.
Michigan, Villanova, you're taking Michigan.
Hold on. Michigan. I like what you was doing. We've been dialing all year. Okay, go ahead, sir.
So you got Michigan. I'm not even going to ask that question. Do you want to chime in on this? Do you want Michigan or Villanova?
I'll ride with Villanova just to kind of.
You want to be the antagonist?
Yeah, that's what he wants.
I'll take Michigan. I love the underdog. And Villanova, I don't know if they have more than Michigan. Who has more?
Villanova is a great team. I won't take anything away from Villanova. They're a well-coached team. Offensively, they're great, and they can play defense, but our defense is better. I think we have more grit and tenacity to want it, because at the end of the day, it's who wants it more.
All right, let's talk Cinderella. UMBC, Texas Tech. Now, let me go back a little history. The lowest seed ever to win the tournament is Villanova,
number 8.
8 seed.
8 seed.
And Kentucky, a couple years ago, I think it was, in 2015, they were the 7th seed, when they shouldn't have been the 7th seed. And they won it as well.
Right.
So those are really exciting. Now we don't have that, but Loyola Chicago gave us that hint. But UMBC beating Virginia.
Yeah.
Come on.
They messed up everybody.
That was a fun game to watch.
Oh,
a number 1 seed looked like...
Man, they messed up everybody's bracket. That one game messed up, and when North Carolina lost, that messed up everybody's game too, man. Damn.
But Texas Tech is our only hope for that. How far did they get? Sweet 16?
Yes, I think.
Who knocked them off?
I can't look it up right now.
Go Blue.
Pete, our
I just told you, go Blue.
Videographer.
But I will say, you did call it, Jamal, and congratulations on your Michigan team making it to the Final Four or whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. Oh,
you're in Texas
Villanova.
now. You're in
Beat
Texas
Texas
now.
Oh, Villanova beat
You need
Texas
to ride
Tech.
with some of these Texas teams.
Oh, yeah.
Or you have to take your tail back home. Get out of here.
All right, so I'm going to leave this show because we already know who we're going to pick for the game tomorrow night. And I'm going to ask each of my colleagues.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Did you go to University of Michigan? Where's our editor? Where's our videographer? You should be muting this guy right now. Don't want to hear the fight song. This is a huge bias where we're going to mute this out. I put a big cat on his face or something like that. So here's what I'm going to do if you can hear me. I'm going to ask my colleagues to come up with something to leave us with, like a philosophical statement about life, something that kind of give us some, make us all smarter based on what they say. So, such as for mine, it's carpe diem. Carpe diem is a Latin phrase which means seize the day. Now let me tell you my story to it, so you'll know, so you get a chance to think of your own little phrase. My college baseball coach put it up in the dugout on our final day against Fresno State, and we were facing the #1 pitcher in the nation, the most strikeouts. This team was pretty good, and we had to win because we didn't get to 40 wins yet. And bottom of the 9th comes, we're down 3-1. Our first 2 guys get on. Next guy strikes out, next guy pops up. I'm up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. First and second on. Guy throws me a fastball, or curveball first pitch. I take it. And I watch the video of this later on. Next pitch, fastball, I hit it over the fence for a 3-run shot to beat Fresno State, send us to the playoffs for the first time in like 5 or 6 years. But it was one of those carpe diem moments that stuck with me. I seized that moment I was in, and because I focused on that moment and not worrying about anything else down the road, that moment was important to me and my life. It shaped who I was as a baseball player. What do you guys got?
I have never judge a book by its cover, because you never know. You can only assume. If you're assuming by the cover and you've not read the book, you have no right.
All right. Thank you for that. What do you got?
Believe in yourself. When everybody else is against you, when all the circumstances in your life are going disarray and everything is going down continually, in everything, believe in yourself.
Carpe diem, this week. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Believe in yourself.
Hashtag. Thanks for joining us here at Habana House. We want to thank Jim, the owner, for letting us shoot in this amazing humidor.
Yes. Just check us on all social media outlets, YouTube, Facebook. Go there, Sticks and Picks. Support us, and we'll truly appreciate you in doing that for us. Thank you so much.
Today for Easter, I enjoyed the lesiure Dominicana.
LFD, baby.
LFD, they are good.
We do not smoke in this episode because they don't want us in the humidor, but that's so it doesn't taint the other cigars, so we get it, but we're going to enjoy one after this. Put in the notes what cigar you had this week. Thanks, fellas. We're Sticks and Picks.
Sticks and Picks, baby.